used to be really big, 500 pounds, and you had duodenal switch surgery in 2003. The process nearly killed you.
Yeah.
Can you take us behind your book, XL Life, Staying Big at Half the Size, and are you glad that you got the surgery now?
Yeah, I was glad I got the surgery then. I'm glad I got the surgery now because I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Right.
You know, I was over 500. I was 511 pounds when I got the surgery, right? And the crazy thing about it is I wasn't sad, depressed. I was happy in my skin. I was happy.
You're doing billboards.
Before Big Boy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Before this Big Boy on radio. I had always been happy. I didn't have a problem with girls. I wasn't, the dude that you'll pull up his shirt and punk him and then fat this and like that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I was always quick to my first time is, you say something, I'm gonna try to break your fucking jaw.
Right.
That's always been, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't the clown. Then when I got into radio, Big Boy was like, oh man, that's Big Boy, that's Big Boy, that's Big Boy. So then at some point, you do start to think about your health. And I did this weight loss challenge with Will Smith. And the weight loss challenge I did with Will Smith was he paid me $1,000 for every pound I lost, and we donated it to charity, right? And so in my head, I'm thinking, oh, Will Smith's going to keep checking in with me. We're going through, this is going to be about 6 months. This is going to be great for radio. I'm not really thinking about my health. I'm thinking about the show and what this could be, so on and so forth. So I lose 111 pounds, right? I could have lost more, but I lose 111 pounds. Will Smith cuts the $111,000 check. We give it to charity. Cool. My last weigh-in that day, I stood on the scale, and literally while I'm on the scale, I'm thinking about this Mexican food, this restaurant called La Fogatas. And in my head, I'm like, dude, I'm going to go get me some nachos and this, that, and the other. So I was back.
Nachos is the weakness.
But I was still happy in my skin. I put the weight back on, and that's when I started feeling like the lower back pains. But I didn't have high blood pressure. I didn't have diabetes, but everything was coming. Everything. There's no way in the world that you could be over 500 pounds and be healthy. So at one point, I said, my mom died at 57, and it wasn't a flip of a switch. It was like more of a dimmer, where you just kind of look and you're like, dude, you're going to die. So I saw a guy that I knew, and I didn't recognize him. And he was like, oh, Big, I had this surgery, so on and so forth. So surgery, I always tell people that's the last thing that you do, And I thought about it, and I Googled it. And then, and there's also things where you think like, man, people love Big Boy. I was like, am I still going to be Big Boy?
It's like Kid and Play with Kid with the hair.
Yeah. Am I still going to be funny?
Super tall.
Right. Also, we had DMC on, and he lost his voice.
Yeah.
And he said he got suicidal.
Yeah.
He said, what am I without this voice?
With me, I was thinking I'm going to lose my audience, so on and so forth. Then I said, you know what? It's not going to matter because you're going to be dead in a year. I really felt that I was going to die. And so I had charged so much to my credit card of life. And what I tell people is, you get this card and you can swipe it. And for some people, it's drugs, it's alcohol, promiscuous sex, whatever it may be, it's eating wrong. You swiping your card. And mine was severe morbid obesity. I'm swiping my card. And at some point, your statement's going to come in.
Right.
And you're responsible for what's on your statement.
Right.
High blood pressure, diabetes, heart attack, death, whatever it is, my statement was coming in. And so I went and got the duodenal switch, and it changed my life. I had so many complications. And to this day, I'm still proteins, this, that, and the other, but it taught me how to eat. It taught me how to learn my body. It taught me nutrition, and it just taught me how to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Because I was so comfortable with being 500 pounds. If I needed to drive, I get a bigger car. If I needed to fly, I could fly first class. If I needed a suit, I can get a tailor. So I was accommodating being 500 pounds. And that was before the internet. Right now, if I was 500 pounds, it'd probably be so unkind to me. You know what I'm saying? Or I wouldn't read it. But at that moment, I was like, dude, you gotta save your own life. You know what I'm saying? The first thing they tell you on the airplane is secure your own mask.
Yeah.
So I had to secure my mask.
You have incredible metaphors. You
Yes.
probably should have been an MC.
Right, yeah.
You keep
know
coming with
I was,
these
but I was a
metaphors.
failed MC. I'm glad you didn't bring up any of that old stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, Big, is this you?
Well,
Like,
now that you
dude.
mention it,
You know what
This
I'm
is
saying?
your life.
What we done started. Look at what we done started. This the people party. When opportunity knocking, then young nigga move that door. Whoa, get your foot stuck in it, call me young, go get it. They can't fuck with it, might as well roll with it. What's the